Good morning, everybody. Thanks for watching this morning. I promised I was going to do a weekly scripture we were going to concentrate on every week. And this week, I got my notebook here that I talked about in one of my last videos. And I'm going to give you the verse today so that you can concentrate on. Remember, we're working on the SOAP method. At least that's what I'm working on. I'm working on doing a daily scripture breakdown using the SOAP method for that particular scripture. In addition to reading a chapter of the Bible per day, I also do that daily. And I make a note here in my notebook of all the progress that I've made. So this week, for this week's video, I thought it was appropriate for us to go into Psalm 27:14. This is Psalm 27:14. I'm going to give you the scripture. What I do is I write the scripture out. So the scripture is, wait for the Lord, be strong, and take heart and wait for the Lord. I know that right now a lot of us need this verse because we're kind of waiting for things to develop and for the state of our country to show itself and what's going to come in the next few weeks. I know there's been a lot of talk, a lot of rumors, a lot of gossip, a lot of people in big places talking about certain things. So I think this is a really important verse that we should concentrate on right now, which is waiting for the Lord. And we just have to be strong and just wait for him, wait for his plans to be revealed. I'm going to give you my observation, which is the studies of this particular verse. And then I want you to take a notebook and you can do your own studies on the verse. And I also want you to apply it to your life, which is the SOAP stands for, SOAP is S for scripture, which we just did. O is for observation, which is your observation of what it means in general. Or you could study also the scripture in a Bible study Bible and also get more expanded information about the verse, more than what you can apply to it. And then also the next one is for SOA and the application. How would this verse apply to your personality or to what's going on in your life at the moment? Or maybe something that this verse is showing you from something that you needed to learn about. So that would be what the A is the application. And then of course there's P, there's prayer. And what is a prayer that you can send up to God regarding either what you learned in this verse or what you can do with this verse in the future to apply it to your life or the life of others. So I did an example of that in one of my videos and I'll post it down below, but I'm not going to give you my stuff because it's private. On that one, I did reveal a lot to you, but on this one, I'm just going to get up to the observation. I really want you to concentrate in a notebook and do this method for yourself. But anyway, so we read the Psalm, and now my observation notes here says, waiting for God is not easy. It seems often as if he is not answering our prayers and that he doesn't understand the urgency of our situation. It implies in our own thinking that God is not in control or that he is not fair. God is worth waiting for. God often will use times of waiting to renew, teach us, and refresh us. Ask God to show you what he is trying to teach you. And that's important, especially for today with what's going on. So if you feel unease about what's going on out in the world right now, you might want to take this verse as an example to what is going on in your life right now, and write that up in your notebook. And I always write the date because it's kind of like journaling in my life right now. So I didn't particularly talk about the events going on in the world right now. I applied it more to my life. So that's why it's personal. But I'd really love for you to go ahead and expand on that. So the other thing I want to talk about is the timing of the events that are going on with Donald Trump. We just have to be patient with those things. There's certain procedures and guidelines that have to be followed in the United States Constitution for insurrection when you have people who are trying to take down our government and the will of the people. So we just have to be patient that those things are getting done behind the scenes. What I believe is happening is, number one, I believe that our military is going to be taking over because there's been a lot of treason in this country, and these people will be arrested. I do believe that is going to happen if it hasn't happened already. Number two, I think that President Trump will eventually get inaugurated in March, because we will be under military control till March, till he gets a chance to have his say in the Supreme Court. He probably wants the courts to go and look at all the evidence. He wants to make sure that his presidency is totally legitimate, and for nobody on either side to not believe all the things that he's saying. It's going to be important for him to prove to the people who voted for Biden that he was the legitimate president and he was chosen. So I think that they won't inaugurate him until March. I think that all of the stuff has to play out right now. All the proof has to be shown to the American public. There's so much going on behind the scenes right now. This is a giant takeover, a takeover of the media, a takeover of the big giants for tech, and that this is the takeover of Washington, D.C. and all the infiltrators that are there. And not only that, but this is something that's moving around the world. So there's going to be arrests internationally because of these incidents. So I really believe that it's all going to happen. You just have to have patience with God. It's all going to be done. God is going to bring this nation back. But this is a nation that has to remember it was built under God. And we just can't let our lives just be turned around by these communists. So we have to reflect right now on what's important to us and how we can in the future make an effort to be a part of this nation and just not let people just, do whatever they want and not feel like we're a part of it. So there's a lot of things. We'll talk about some of those things in the future with things going on. I didn't want to take too much time because this is mostly about the weekly scripture. But be patient and wait for everything to pan out. It will all be worth it in the end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have peace today. Knowing the scripture was something that God wanted, and it's perfect timing for right now. Thank you so much, God. I thank him for this word today. And I wish you all have a lovely and wonderful day. God bless all of you. I'll see you back for my Bible study on Sunday. Bye.